All right, it's the Abstractionist. I did a video. I don't know which one I'm going to post first. I might post this one first because it's probably going to be shorter. But in that video, I was just talking about an interaction with an energy that I think is leading me more towards Divine Feminine via Mother Mary. If you don't know Mother Mary, please look her up. She's pretty popular in certain circles. I crack myself up with my whack-ass jokes. Okay. Whack-ass teasing. So that got me thinking about where I want to go with my healing journey. So I wanted to do a book club. Now, this book club may be 3 months long because I'm in the middle of a lot of stuff. Finishing up, I was going to say grad school, child. That must mean I'm going there too at some point. Finishing up massage therapy school, finishing up like the courses, the outreach, taking the test. I'm also working now. And I gotta find time to really do the book club, as in like, I can't be blowing, I probably am not gonna blow through a book in a month. If I do, great. If not, there was other shit that was there. Sorry. So for the time being, let's start book club. May and June, it's going to be this one book. And if I finish it, then we'll just go to another book. But whatever. It's already like almost 10 days into May. So let's recap the books that I did start or finish for book club that I did late last year, I think. The first book I believe I did was The Art of Witch. This was Fiona Horn, and I really enjoyed this book. I'm not a witch, although I do think I'm a practitioner of certain things, but I don't think that witch is really the description for me. I'm an animist, but witch isn't my thing. But I like this book because she, and I'm going to do a video on this too, talks about the mundane as really the magical portal, and that it doesn't really matter the other tools you have. Your mindset and your willingness to grow and to be present and to show up in the world now is very important. But there's some certain things that if you want to go in deeper depth, she talks about. This is a very quick read. It's very thin. So you should be able to get through it within the month. It's about 150 pages, a little under that. And she just talks about her life and different things that she's found that have been helpful, and just cycles of life and observing, things like that. It's not really necessarily a feminine book, but if you are feminine or consider yourself woman in the yin, you might like this book. So that was one of the books I did. Another was Diary of the Death Doula, 25 Lessons the Dying Teaches About the Afterlife by Deborah Diamond. I consider being a death doula at some point. I do think that I will take lessons on it because it is critical to where I want to go. But I don't necessarily think I'm going to be outright like a death doula. I just think that death understanding, I guess, maybe that's the name of the course, will be a part of my journey, especially since I consider myself to be a medium. And right now, death energy is like really around me for some reason. It loves me, but you know, I'm trying to do work. But yeah, so this is one of the books. She just gives different, kind of almost like vignettes of interactions she's had with people who are in hospice, their family members, times alone with the people who are dying, times alone with the people who are witnessing this or who are connected to this person, like they're their dad, their mom, their sister, their cousin, or something like that. And then her own perspectives of what's happening as she's observing this, whether she's feeling it or she's hearing it as a clairaudient, or just experience whatever like brilliant lesson she has to learn with regards to death, dying, regeneration, rebirth, and not necessarily regeneration, rebirth is in like starting anew as somebody who is a survivor of grief, so to speak, or survivor of that experience. But just kind of just the perspectives that you have when you start to explore things like this, and what really matters to people, what really matters to her. This book just changed my frequency. One book I started but didn't finish was, and I might do this in a more wounding space or whatever. Codependence, The Dance of Wounded Souls, A Cosmic Perspective of Codependence and the Human Condition by Robert Burney. This is like, I think I got this online on eBay or something like that. But whoever got this book was going through something. You were going through something. Thank you. But you were going through something, because these pages are like, they was like, look, I'm trying to get this together. So it basically, and the spiral is there. That's my sacred symbol, y'all. The spiral is sacred, just so you know. So basically it just talks about codependence, the cycles and things like that. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed what was going on here. So I will finish that, but I don't think I want to go back to this book, because honestly, I don't want to start crying. So I gotta work on my own ish. But yeah, so this was one of the books that I started but didn't finish for a book club. Likewise, I started this as in I announced it as a book club, but I never carried through with it as a book club. So mea culpa. But this was Ancestral Tarot, Uncover Your Past and Chart Your Future by Nancy Hendrickson. Foreword by Teresa Reed, The Tarot Lady. I basically got this book because I felt like I wasn't, even though I'm of African descent, I kind of felt like there's some ancestors who are not, I mean, we're all from Africa, but like, let's be real. Like, we don't do that. If you're Chinese, you probably are not gonna be like, we're from Africa, way, way, way back. Like, you're Chinese. Like specifically Han or whatever ethnicity. But I felt like I wanted to do more ancestral charting with tarot, which I still may do. I'm interested in looking at the natal chart and seeing parents as well, because I was able to see my parents in there, and kind of now I'm able to see what I inherited from them. What I do know is I think I inherited mediumship from my father's side and a little bit of it from my mother's side. But I feel like I got the mediumship from my dad's side, and was able to get the spiritual gifts that I think I'm going to go for with Divine Feminine for my mom's. So that's this. We'll put this for another day. Book club book, actual book I want to explore. What We Ache For, Creativity and the Unfolding of Your Soul by Oriah Mountain Dreamer, author of The Invitation. Hopefully I didn't pronounce that wrong. Oriah Mountain Dreamer. So this is what it looks like. And so let's read the back. Or let's read the inner thing. In her previous books, Oriah Mountain Dreamer has challenged readers to live with passion and honesty, to embrace the true, fallible human self. What We Ache For is a moving and eloquent call to delve deeply into our creative selves, to do our creative work and offer it to the world. The creative process is essential to human nature. It is as essential as spirituality and sexuality, and in fact, all three are deeply intertwined. What We Ache For is a practical book allowing readers to embrace the urgency and necessity of their creativity, whatever their medium, writing, painting, sculpture, dance, music, or film. As Oriah says, doing creative work allows us to follow the trend of what we ache for and to a deeper life, offering us a way to cultivate a life of making love to the world. Following Oriah through this journey in such chapters as The Seduction of the Artist, Learning to See, and Risk and Sacrifice, What We Ache For challenges and inspires readers to fully embrace our artistic selves as a way of forging a path of spiritual unfolding. She is a best-selling author of The Invitation, The Dance, The Call, and Opening the Invitation. So this is the book that we're going to go for. And also Artist, The Artist Way. I like sold that book. I need to get that shit back. But The Artist Way, I forget what her name is. I think it's last name Cameron. I'm not so sure. But The Artist Way, we'll probably be exploring that. So I think in this short span of time of talking for 20 minutes, I found where I need to go. So this is the new book for book club. If you can get it, please do. We'll start talking about it probably late May, somewhere in June, sometime in there. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.